Welcome, so I'm going to show you the 10 best build locations in Sons of the Forest. They're absolute beauties. Now let me know if you disagree in the comments down below, and if you do, let me know your location. It'd be good to check that out. So if you love survival games, as always, drop a like and comment down below. It really helps the channel grow. Coming in at number 1, we have the frozen lake. It's pretty central, that's why this is a great location. And it's flat as a pancake. So literally the other good thing about this is skating on ice, and it makes that amazing noise. Does anyone love that noise when you run across ice? Not that I've personally done it, but I've seen the videos on YouTube, so I do believe it's true. There's Uncle Calv coming in, he likes it too. You have to dress for the weather though, plenty of fur armour will be good. There is rabbits around here, you can't get fur from them, but they do provide a bit of food. There are squirrels I've seen around here, and just over here through this tree line is some nice tents, so you can save up before you get a mega build going. And there's a glider right here. I used to call these hand gliders until I found out from this game they were actually called hang gliders. Fun fact. Right, so there's ammo and all that sort of stuff in there. You can save and reload and get it all back. Nice little river here, so there's plenty of water that will not freeze. Opposite there's another tent, not much in it to be honest. And then you have this cave which you can or should be able to bring logs in here actually. And there's these guys just chilling out here. Get that dad joke? Chilling, you know, ice and all that. And it looks like they had quite a good time in here before they froze. But this is number 1, and I think it's a pretty good place to build. If we just look at the surroundings, it's absolutely beautiful. Number 2 then. This is another sort of build. This is the giant lake. I'm sure you're all familiar with this one as well, but I just thought I'd show you the cave first. This one you do have to squeeze in the tight hole, and there was a glitch where you could put a fire down. I'm not sure if that's been patched. I think it is, so you might not be able to build in there anymore, but I'm sure where there's a will there's a way. Log hatch, that's it. Go on WeMod, check my video out, because you can log hack inside there, I'm sure. So anyway, this is the location of the giant lake. I've not actually been here when it's frozen, but you could probably build on it when it's frozen. I think that's still a thing, but it's pretty defendable because you only have to wall off each side, or you could come up here. I mean, look at the view. You've got running water, I should mention too, so if you want to drink, there's always that if it is frozen up. So you could just build on this location up here, which is nice. Like you could wall off around there like a little horseshoe and make this flat. I mean, waking up to this every morning would be pleasant. It's going to be amazing actually living here. I can't remember if fish spawn in this lake, but I'm sure they will add more wildlife, because at the spawn points there seems to be more wildlife than other parts of the map, but I'm sure they're going to add that as updates come through. So literally where I was just stood, right and left of this is where you could wall off, and then you could sort of build your platform out here and just have a amazing view. It is a pretty good area. So number 3 then is this. It's the big waterfall by the giant lake actually, and you could build down below. There is a slight problem, and I'll show you that in a minute though, because that consists of these bad boys. So they will get aggressive towards you. There's 2 camps right here, 1 and 2, so you will upset them if you camp here surely. But there is running water here, but on top of this is, on top of the waterfall, is this amazing, now I think this is one of the best rivers in the game. Look at that, it's absolutely outstanding. And you could just wall off around here. I think that is swimming river, which means the cannibals won't be able to cross it. Let me know if I'm wrong though. and let me know if you've built here. But look at this view, that is absolutely breathtaking. It's amazing. And I've just only got the thought of, I want to jump and see if you can jump in here. That would be wicked. So I might actually build here myself. I mean, absolutely breathtaking views. There should be enough animals around to live off of, and there's running water. What more could you want, really? It was so hard to pick 10 actually. And you've got the berry bushes, so you've got all that going on, plenty of trees. So number 4, we have a lake, which is kind of not far from that waterfall. These ones are in this same sort of area, so you have this gigantic lake right here. So you have running water right here. There you will get muddies come up and try and attack you from time to time, I'm sure, because they love this area, the muddies. And if we come over here, you can see how nice it is, especially with the old autumn orange leaves going on. And you've got a nice view, and I would say there's some good islands over there, but the only reason I didn't put them on the list because there wasn't no running water near them. You would have to kind of run all the way to where I'm facing just to get some water, which could be a pain. I think that would be annoying. It would be nice if they had water catchers. I can't remember if there was fish in this one. I think there was, but there's plenty of berries as you run around. There should be plenty of berry trees. And I made a previous video, and this is where the cannibals were all hanging out. For some reason they all jumped in this water spot right here. But yeah, a nice peaceful area, this one, apart from a few muddies and whatnot. Moving on then to number 5, this is the sea south by the river. And why I picked this one is because it'd be nice to switch it up and be on the seaside. And then 2 is because look how deep I am. I'm out knees deep in the water, so cannibals ain't going to come out here. I wouldn't have thought so. You should be able to get logs and build out here, because look, I'm stood up here. It's like knee height, but then it goes to like a swim height, and then you can get on that rock. And it is far out, so I reckon cannibals will just... they would either avoid the water altogether, or they're going to drown trying to get to you. So I think that's actually going to be pretty good to build out there. And I'll show you around here actually, because I hope seagulls land here, because I've only really seen seagulls on the beach at the crash site. But there's running water right here, which is nice. So that's a bonus. Although it looks like a bit oily, it is nice to drink. And look at that up there, that is an amazing view. So there is also 3 boats here with loot in, so it is nice to be where there is loot, because ignore the dead fish. There's plenty of rope and stuff in here, not massive amounts, but there is rope if you need it. And there's rope in here, it's kind of hidden away, but you got a nice view. Again, it would be nice to see more seagulls landing in this area. And you got a nice view of the mountains in the backdrop, and there's this 2nd or 3rd boat, shall I say, here with some more rope on it. So what do you think of this area then? I think it's pretty sweet, especially where you can build in the sea. Moving on then to number 6, you can see this one from space. I'm sure you've all seen this one before. So a lot of muddies in this area. This is the abandoned airfield, the airstrip. So just for the amount of animals around here, you're not going to go hungry on this one. And the loot is insane. All these little suitcases you can loot, and then obviously if you quit out a game and load back in, you're just gonna have like tons more loot each time. And there's moose in this area, which is a bonus, but it does seem to be a lot of villagers and a lot of muddies lurking around here. But this area is so flat. And there is these bad boys too, which is a nice health potion. The horsetail is nice for healing up. You have to mix it with a few other herbs. And there's a muddy right here. Can you see these leaves? This is what cracks me up with the muddies. Let's try and see quickly if we can get him. I don't know how he survived that. He got lucky. But it's nice to mess around with them. They're quite funny actually. So they will try and like get in your way, but they're not nothing major, are they? A few muddies, they become a bit annoying if anything, but they are funny. It'd be boring without them, let's put it that way. But you can see this whole area is just flat as anything. You can build anywhere here. It might take a bit of walling off, but look how much loot and animals and stuff is around here. It's got to be on your top 10 surely. Look at it, lovely backdrop. That backdrop is amazing. And let's see from a bird's eye view. Nice, we got berries and everything around here. So yeah, definitely a top 10 I've got to say. Let's move on. What are we on? Number 7 is going to be this huge waterfall. Come on guys. Keep it a bit quiet, I'm trying to film here. They do crack you up. Oh, now a woman's joining in. Keep it down. Right, I'm out of here. So yeah, basically the huge waterfall, number 7, does contain a lot of villagers. A lot, so it's going to be an eventful place to build, but you can build like in the middle here so they don't sort of want to attack you as much, because they will probably drown. You can like wall off here so they have to go around the deep parts. And this is not the only area to build in here. There's another bit I'll show you in a sec which might be more of a challenge, but there's tons of loot in these coffins, and there's also muddies as you can see here. Be nice if the muddies fought the villagers more. That's kind of what they said to us in the beginning. I ain't seen too much of that to be honest, but they will add it in I'm sure. So if you're in this village, or yeah, village you want to call it, encampment, whatever, on this little plateau just here, it wouldn't take much walling off to the village, but I think this could be really fun building on here because it's surrounded by water and you'll just be constantly hassled by those villagers. I think that would be a good playthrough just to see how they react from you building right next to them. I think that would be great. I might actually do that. Moving on then to number 8, and it's the small island lake. So you've probably all seen this one too, but this is probably one of the only islands in the game actually. There is helicopter crash site just to my left through that tree line, so you could get loot from that. And as you can see, the water is quite murky, but I like these dudes in the middle. It's quite funny actually. Just chilling out here is Superman with his cape on. That's a good touch to the island. So there's not a massive amount of space, but you could build out from like the edges and stuff. It's plenty for like a solo, maybe even like a duo or something like that. Plenty of space to build here really. Obviously it'll freeze over and then they will be able to get to you, but as you can see there's fish here. I think there's turtles that spawn here too. Loads of berries. There's a crash site. You got that area too, which is, I can't remember what bunker or whatnot, but you're surrounded by stuff here anyway, so it is a really good area. Number 9 then, we bring you back to the coast. This is on the west side. So what I like about this one, again from the previous location of what I was showing you, you can go back into the sea again and build. Like you could build out here. I reckon this is deep enough to avoid cannibals and villagers and mutants and other nasties. And if you like zigzag, you do find bits when the waves go like this and you can just stand up in here. It's pretty nice. You can build out, but this ain't the only location here. There is another one. It's a beauty of a spot. Sharks also spawn here, so I really want to give this one a try, because I want to feed some villagers to the sharks. It'd be nice to sort of lure them out here and then like get them in the water and see if the shark goes for them. So I can't wait to try that out. But this is the actual location where you can build. Now when I first came here and thought this is an amazing location, that was before the update, but I just didn't have time to knock out a video. So this wasn't there before. So I would have said build on here, but now this is in the way. So I would say take the little ledge down just below in front of me there. I'll show you in a sec. And just build on that ledge. You could wall off up here, it wouldn't take much to be honest, but again, very scenic. And the pistol is out there. If you need that video, check that out. I've made it on the playlist. Just watch out for the sharks. So this is the little plateau in front. I think, you know, a few walls, it didn't even take much. And you've got a massive plateau out in overlooking the sea with some sharks. Pretty decent. So moving on to number 9 then. Or actually no, this is number 10. This is so quick. So yeah, number 10 is the golf course. Literally the golf course. You probably all know where this is by now. And I mean, what I was saying, the golf course is a huge flat area with loads of lakes and loads of animals. You'll get muddies and that up here, and probably like mutants and that later on, but yeah, like this ain't the only thing. I'm going to show you something in a minute if you didn't already know, because if you follow the story you might know, but it's not really a spoiler. But being a golf course, you could bring all your buddies up here, and there is actually flagpoles if you didn't see them, and there's little putters, golf clubs and balls, so you can just tee off with your mates and have a round of golf. So that's why I put this up there on the list. It's literally loads of flat land. You could even use the bunker to save up and build in, but so much area, flat area, loads of ponds, wildlife, everything you probably need. Let me know in the comments what is your favourite location, and if it ain't on the list, please let me know where it is and I'll go check it out. I've actually enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching, stay safe, stay entertained, drop a like, and we'll see you all on the next one.